So if you ask me what is the best way to win an election in India, so my answer is pretty simple. Paisa do or vote lo.
Freebie culture. The Aam Aadmi Party has announced free water, free power, free healthcare and whatnot.
Were two as to how will the government balance its budget. Remember, the Ladki Bahin scheme was the government's big ticket to come back to power in November last year.
And that is exactly many states in India are following. So hello everyone, my name is Sanket and welcome to today's video. So today's topic is really going to be interesting. That is freebies culture in India. So I am going to share some of the crazy facts about the money spent on these kind of freebie schemes by the Indian government. So precisely 2 lakh crore spent on the freebies in 2024 itself. But on the other hand, do you know how much Indian government spent on the education front? That is only 1.48 lakh crore, which is less than the freebies budget. So the main question is, are freebies slowly killing India? But before that, let's understand what exactly is the freebies, or in Hindi we call it as a rabdi culture. So think of it like this: your school gives free chocolates every week. Everybody loves it, right? But your teacher is using the money from the school books and the texts to buy these kind of chocolates. And soon the school doesn't have enough money to fix the classroom or buy better books. And in this way, essential things and important things are getting ignored. And that's what exactly is happening in India right now. Essential things such as education, employment and healthcare are being ignored so that the government can give free stuff to the people. Now let's see some of the freebies examples and the money spent on this kind of freebie scheme. Rajasthan free LPG and power scheme cost around 19,000 crore. Punjab free electricity schemes cost around 22,000 crore. Ladli Bahin scheme in Maharashtra cost around 46,000 crore. Karnataka's 5 guarantee schemes cost around 52,000 crore. And the last one is the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi, which cost around 60,000 crore. I mean, at least at some extent we can also understand that the PM Kisan scheme, it is beneficial for our small farmers. But what about the other schemes like Ladli Bahin schemes? Are these even necessary, or it is just for the sake of vote bank? And the total amount spent on these kind of freebies is around 2 lakh crore annually. Now let's compare this freebie scheme with some of the India's key budget. As per the 2024 data, ISRO's budget stands at 14,000 crore. DRDO budget stands at 24,000 crore. Energy budget at 68,000 crore. And the health budget around 86,000 crore, which adds up to 1.93 lakh crore. Which shows that India is spending more on freebies rather than on the space research, defense research, health and energy combined. So let me give you another example as well. For a developing country like India, which has 145 crore population, and the important factor is that more than 50% population, which means approximately 70 crore Indians, are below 25 years of age. For these 70 crore Indians, what matters them to the most is the quality education and the employment. But do you know how much Indian government is spending on the education front? Well, in 2024 budget, India allocates only 4.6% of the GDP on the education, which is very less for a developing country. But the numbers are shocking when we check 2024 education budget. Government allocates 1.48 lakh crore for the education, employment and the skilling purpose. But on the other hand, Indian government is spending 2 lakh crore on the freebies, which is more than the education budget. So this is one harsh reality in India that nobody talks about. Well, you will not see any country in the world which is giving free goods to the citizens. Well, India is the only country in the world in which many states are offering free goods to the people. And you can also see how much money is being wasted on these kind of freebie schemes. So most Indian political parties, which includes BJP, Congress, AAP, DMK and TMC, all these parties implemented the freebie schemes. And they are not generating any kind of revenue to the government, but instead, on the other hand, these freebie schemes are putting a huge debt on the government treasury. In India, many states are on the verge of bankruptcy. States like Punjab, Delhi and Himachal Pradesh are even struggling to pay the government employee salaries. Now even the rich state like Karnataka is struggling. Congress offered guaranteed freebie schemes in Karnataka, and due to this, Karnataka government is unable to pay the state transport and power bills due to these kind of freebie schemes. So the biggest question is that, is freebies culture going to stop in India? Well, to be honest, I don't think so, because the freebies win votes and it's a legal way to gain votes. And instead of fixing schools, hospitals and creating new jobs for the youth, politicians find it easier to offer free stuff So basically, it's a short-term gain but a huge loss for the economy in the long run. And there are high chances if this kind of freebies culture continues, then India could potentially fall into a financial crisis. Well, I don't think any kind of political party will stop these kind of freebies schemes in the near future as well, as these kind of schemes are the vote bank in India. So what do you think about this kind of freebies culture? Let me know in the comments. And that's it for today's video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching.